Are you ready? You ready? What is up, crypto fam out there? I guess not on TikTok today. TikTok won't let us go live. That's okay. We're on YouTube. I'm glad everyone joined us here. It is a Wednesday of the not the spiciest type. In fact, kind of boring. But we're going to be taking a look at some stuff that might be interesting and maybe good signs into the weeks to come. So what I need from you, please, smash that like button. I'll play another song if we get enough likes. Smash the like button, share the stream out, tap the screen, whatever it is. Engage with the live stream. I'm going to be taking requests today. I don't have a lot planned. Just want to go over some basic stuff and get you guys up to date. So without further ado, let's get into it. I do need to start this guy. There we go. Public. Go. Done. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Almost no technical issues. Almost none. That's a record for us. Anyway, let's take a look here. By the way, I do have the subscriber count down here. So if you want to see this number move, go ahead and hit that button. See what happens. It'll surprise you. Taking a look at the top coins and the top gainers over the last 24 hours. Let's take a peek here. HBAR, no surprise. We were live yesterday and HBAR was pumping. It went farther than I expected. I will admit, might have underestimated HBAR a little bit there, guys. We'll take a look at that chart. Algorand making moves today, up 13%. We see BONK, WIF. There's other memes on here. I think PEPE, FLOKI making moves not beyond their all-time highs. Still range-bound, but making awesome moves nonetheless. Looks like Ondo up 5% today. Chili's 2.7. Axie Infinity, Cass. Kind of some single-digit gainers down there. On the week, Bonk is heavily in the lead, 83%. Wow. Along with Hedora, HBAR, Pepe, Floki, RWeave, Dog with Hat, Cash. We looked at that yesterday. Algorand. Maybe we should take a look at Algorand. Who thinks we should? If you want to take a look at Algorand today, let me know in the chat. Say something. Make sure you subscribe. All right, popping this out. Cool. Fully operational. There we are. Yeah, not huge mix-ups here. What about biggest losers, actually? Core down. We saw Core up pretty much all last week, made some significant gains, but now back to kind of neutral here. Zebec Protocol, Beam down 10%. Stacks, that's actually in the poll today. Bitcoin Layer 2s, are you messing with them? WorldCoin, is anyone holding WorldCoin? Is this like a real thing? How are they getting people to scan their irises? I'm not letting someone scan my iris. Come on. No algo. All right, Nick. So no algo, guys. SEI down 8.4%. Wormhole 8.3%. ENA, BitTensor, Graph. Pretty much the whole market looking at about 7% decline maybe. Biggest market caps, Bitcoin down 2.6% on the day. Ethereum down 1%. BNB down 1%. Man, BNB's really held strong up near its previous all-time high. We might have to take a look at BNB again today. Solana at 153. It looks like it did recover from about 122. Maybe that's worth a look as well. What else do we want to look at today? Let me know. We're going to figure this out together. Let's go over some really easy indice basic stuff here while you're smashing the likes and the subscribes. I know you're doing it. Gold futures down slightly at 2,040. The dollar losing a little bit of ground at 105.72, down from 106. Dominance hanging out after breaking out, not moving, keeping the market kind of boring. Do you guys feel that? The hype is fleeting. We don't have all the new people asking the same questions, wondering what are you doing? Calm before the storm. Something's coming. Bitcoin exchange balance continues to trend down. Fear and greed back to 72. Let's actually take a look at this. Fear and greed is kind of a gibberish metric. At one point, it was really great. Over the last few years, I just don't think it is as consistent maybe with price action. It used to be very easy. Like when you see this thing go into extreme greed, you take profit, extreme fear, you buy. Now it seems to hover around the middle a lot more, and you see large volatile moves that don't seem to correspond with this gauge moving. So jury's out. You guys still think this is useful? I don't really. But something that's cool that they've added here, at least on coinglass.com, free site for data, is the days in each category. And this is kind of cool. So all time since it started tracking, we can see that there is a heavy bias towards fear. In fact, we have been in fear about a third of the days that this has been tracked. I believe this goes back to 2018, all the way back there. Mostly fear, extreme fear for almost a year. Neutral coming in the second slot here with 27%, 613 days. Greed at almost 500, and extreme greed. This is the good stuff. Only 130 days. Do you think that this is an accurate representation of the sentiment over the last 6 years? It gets a little cooler when you look at the 1 year, but also a little scary. Looking at just the last year of readings, we have 0 days in extreme fear. It's hard to even imagine that. 2022 and even into 2023 seemed like people were very scared. Now that's all behind us. Only 8 days of fear. Almost half the days almost all the days, neutral or greed, and just a few in extreme greed. So what I kind of take away just looking at this is, I don't think it's as valuable as it used to be, but it's an interesting gauge. Almost 100% of the last year has been neutral or greed on this gauge. Kind of wild. Very low volatility. Maybe that's what we can take away. Volatility seems to be dropping, or at least our sentiment's response to it. Maybe we're getting a little more insulated to drops, a little more used to pumps. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. 106,100. Yes, we got 1 subscriber. Let's go, my fam. Let's go. We got that number, that counter rolling over. What's up? 𝐒𝐻𝐳. How you doing, my guy? 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍 subscribed. Raj right before the stream started. Cluster. I see 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍. Another great name. Good to have you, friends. Keep smashing them buttons. You know the deal. Open interest is down. Perpetual traders a little bit less interested than yesterday, about 1%. Although future volumes in the last 24 hours is up. That's because liquidations are up. Okay, I was like, that doesn't make sense. 24-hour liquidations almost 50% higher than the last 24 hours, which is interesting because there hasn't been that much price action. I'm not really feeling any of these other metrics. I want to look at our inflows, outflows, and then we're probably just going to move on. These are flows, asset inflows, outflows. ETFs do continue to buy up or bid up some of the supply, but that is kind of matching the volatility that we've seen over the last few weeks. That volatility really has come down. You can see it here. Big spikes of inflows as soon as we hit that, March 15th? A little bit of a sell-off, and volatility just dead. And you can see that reflected here in our asset inflows and outflows. ETFs seemingly not as interested at sideways prices. So surprising. Just like everyone else, you can tell by how many people are watching today. By the crowd. Sideways price, not good. Not good for interest, not good apparently for ETFs. We'll see. Still in the positive though, not a bearish leaning thing. We still do have positive flows overall, but I need to see that pick up, and that's likely going to come at the next price high. Let me see. CVD trickling down as it always does on the day. Let's go down to like an hourly time frame. CVD dropping. Open interest climbing. Interesting. Man, can't catch a break. I really like these metrics, but they haven't been great players here. Since October of 22, we've seen open interest drop, yet since October of 22, we've seen a bear market bottom and then a new all-time high. I wonder if some of this open interest is instead maybe being like migrated or rotated just into spot or ETF versus perpetuals. I don't know. My guess, your guess. What do you think? I think that's good for Coinglass. Big things this week. We talked about it yesterday. We do have durable good orders and crude oil inventory numbers in. Durable goods slightly above forecast. And I don't even understand how to read crude oil inventories. They forecasted 1.6 million, yet the actual was negative 6.3. I don't know. Coming in tomorrow, we got GDP and initial jobless claims. Big numbers before the FOMC on May 1st. Hopefully you tune in for that. Ooh, it's storming, guys. It is storming hard here. So pray put your hands together, pray that our power and internet stay on. I know you can't hear it, but it's angry out there. Let's jump into the corn, and then we're going to get into some of these meme coins. What do you think about that, guys? A little memeing. I think we can meme. This market is weird. It's very weird, R.S. Miller. What is going on? What is going on here? Like, we broke all-time high, and we saw a little kind of burst of interest of retail jumping in, and then back to dead. Very reminiscent of early January with the ETF approvals. Lots of hype into it. Price sold off. It looked ugly, but didn't really go anywhere. Sentiment died. Picked back up again, I think, what was it, March. March was the biggest month ever for our channel. But it's kind of interesting. In previous cycles, I have not seen the hype be so malleable or be so kind of variable on and off. It was more of like hype would build and kind of build on itself and get bigger and bigger and bigger until it popped. And now it doesn't seem to have that flow. I wonder what's going on. I have no idea. I'm just a passenger on this ride like you guys. It's for TON. Are you guys, did anybody buy TON? You guys invested in TON? That came out of like nowhere. I know it has to do with Telegram or something, but for it to jump into a top 10 spot with virtually no one I've ever heard buying it, a little sus there, man. What's up, Lee? Too weighted towards social media. If you go to the Fear and Greed Index, it gives you a breakdown of how it weights it. Of course, you know, that's just one interpretation of Fear and Greed. I think that their stance on it is good. My real opinion, though, is because this tool came out and for a while everyone was like, this is amazing. People started trading by it. The market changed to make that not successful. So I don't even think it's necessarily that the Fear and Greed Index is wrong. I think what it is it's too obvious and too widespread. And you'll find in trading that once that becomes true, almost everything breaks. As soon as everyone's doing it, it doesn't work anymore. Because now, instead of whatever you're doing that was engineering liquidity, that is now being, whatever that engineering is now being used as liquidity for the other side to take that as people use something more and more. Maybe I got a little mixed up there, but the idea stands. It makes sense. Tommy, you're my hero. You're my hero. Joshua, you're my man. TON is fire, says Dylan. I guess so. You're tripping. Probably. It's all on Telegram phones. Millions of people use Telegram. True. But I use Telegram and I don't have any TON. So there's my counter argument. There you go. Spicy crowns. Let's go, Chewy. That's right. TON worse than Solana. Oof, that's rough. What's up, Don Manning? Good afternoon, my friends. Davis Poor. Thanks for all the wonderful information. You've been very helpful. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the stream, being here live on these not as spicy days, but we're going to make it through. Let me check the stream health. Got some good viewers on the short. I think we got some good viewership, better than yesterday. Yesterday was the least viewed stream on our channel in like 4 years. I don't know. YouTube didn't like it, something like that. Anyway, before I lose you guys, let's jump into some more TA. Got to get to the corn. We got to address the thumbnail and title. We might change it to about to dump ? We'll find out. We'll find out. Where was it going to go? Let's rehash this because yesterday was the least viewed stream in years. A lot of people probably missed it. And it's probably they didn't want to tune into astrology TA. But you know what I tell them? Too bad. Stream on YouTube yourself then. We did have the new moon, full moon. God dang. The full moon. Last night. And typically, 2 cent take, we do tend to see at least local bottoms in price at new moons. We tend to see local highs in price at new moons. Local lows at full moons. Dudes, I can never say these right. I think my brain doesn't want to accept that this is like reality. Full moon, low. New moon, high. There we go. We had one last night, and we have seen with pretty consistent behavior this lead into about a 2-week period of rallying. So I think that we have a better chance of at least moving back to our range highs than dumping here. That's the only kind of cool little random edge I can find. I like it. Oh no, how did that happen? Okay, you're just gonna select my indicators for me, are you? Interesting move, TradingView. All right, but I have a different way of looking at this chart that isn't related to moons. That's right. Let's look at our Bollinger Bands. This is going to be a good practice. When we can't really find an edge on the chart, just lean into your old different ways of analysis, right? If you haven't used something in a while, go back to it, check it out, just see what the chart looks like and if it has any new information for you. I was looking at Bollinger Bands today. Bollinger Bands are a very simple indicator, almost one of the most simple. It is just a moving average. And while we have this up, this yellow line or white line, this is the 20 moving average of whatever time frame we're on. So we're on the month. This is the 20, and the blue bands on this indicator are just one standard deviation in price up and down. So they're very simple. There's nothing super complicated or in-depth to understand. In general, when you see price move to the top of the bands, it either stays there and trends in a direction like we saw in the previous bull run, or it rejects from the top of the bands, and when it does so, it typically seeks out the middle band. When that moving average, the middle band is lost, you look to the bottom, etc. Very simple way to look at the chart. So let's take a peek here, and we're going to look through some time frames to get an idea. So at the moment, the monthly, even though we have not done anything exciting, and we haven't done a lot of pumping, we're still in a beautiful uptrend. We are not just at the top of the monthly bands, we are still on top of them. It's cutting it close, I'll admit. It's cutting it very close. But we are still there, and it looks like a monthly close above 64K is going to cement that. What is interesting or bullish about this is the price action that we see in bull runs. And while you watch these candles, you'll see that it does take trips. It does move down under those bands. It doesn't have to stay perfectly above it. Basically, what you're looking for is just candle closes above the top of your band. And once you stop getting them, you can take that as a potential signal that price is looking for a local, midterm, or even cycle top, right? Here we go, May 21st, we closed below the top of the band. And yeah, we did go a little higher, but that was kind of it. So looking for that price action to continue here into April close, into May, etc., and just ride the top of the band up. If we lose it, if April has a gnarly close, let's say below 61K, something like that, bearish engulf on the month, then we do look to that 20. We look down to it's called the basis line on the Bollinger Band, it's a 20 monthly. Unfortunately, that is all the way down at 34,000. 34,000 is still in play. I don't think you should be calling for it necessarily, but still in play, still on the chart. If you didn't get your buys in and you're thinking it's too expensive now, you might get another shot at it. If Bitcoin does move into the 30K range again, I will buy Bitcoin. I'm just not that lucky, man. I don't get to buy again. I don't think I'll ever get to buy comfortably again. Looking at the week, we have kind of that monthly setup that I'm not excited about. The weekly moving above the band, showing us an uptrend, but it lost it, and that actually is very similar to what we saw on the monthly, I think back in 21, where you ride the band, you lose it, and then you start moving back to the middle. So now we're on the week, and the weekly, we already have this potential rejection from the top of the band. The weekly would suggest 54.7, not a bad target either. Kind of out there, I believe it's overlapped with right here with the bull market support band. That would give us a little bit higher, 56 down to 54.7, something like that. I'm not done. You think I'm done, but I'm not. Just messing with you. Let's see, where was I? Let's go to like the 5-day here. So what's interesting is as we go down on the days, we get a little bit different picture from the Bollinger Bands. No matter what you do, no matter how you cut it, you'll see that it fits pretty well. It's a pretty good indicator. It's very simple. It's free by John Bollinger. I met him. He's an old guy. He does TradFi stuff, but he likes crypto. Good dude. 5-day, really same thing. What we're seeing on these time frames is that there is downward pressure. We are seeing the chart slowly move down, though it hasn't, I would say, invalidated any kind of structure. A lot of these time frames are reaching for those 20 moving averages. The good news, the 20 moving averages, just as they always do, are moving towards price as price is moving towards them. So we're getting closer to support. The longer we stay sideways, the higher that can that support can be. When you go down to the 4-day, we're here. We bounced it. This is what's keeping me a little bit in my bullishness. We did close, kind of unbeknownst to most people, a bullish engulf on the 4-day a few days ago here. We haven't had anything super spicy since, but at the moment, this is looking like a bounce from the middle band. That would be good. What did that imply? Back to the top of the band. Easy peas. 78K, something like that. It doesn't seem high enough, but that's all right. Now, the longer time frames looking good. We're on top of the bands, but unfortunately, as we zoom in, we aren't going to be getting that bullish picture on the lower day time frames. So let's keep going. There we are. 3-day is where it gets a little sketchy, and if you're a bear, this is, pay attention. This is a decent bearish argument. I don't bring you these often, but when I do, they're the best. I'm always bullish. Bitcoin, I think, is going to continue higher along with the rest of crypto, but here is your bear fodder, man. 3-day candle opened just hours ago. We closed our 3-day right at the 20, right at the 20, at the Bollinger Band basis line, whatever. The 23-day, you could say it's a 60-day moving average. Closed right there. Now here we are. Bearish engulfed the previous 3 days from that 20. That's not a great look. That is not super bully. We can look down here and say, well, our bands are coming up. So even if we do reject, what, we're only looking for 61.1. And that actually lines up really well with our 3-day open fair value gap down here. We have a thick-bodied candle close. We have no wick filling in that candle afterwards. That would be a logical move. The also kind of good silver lining here on the 3-day is our Bollinger Bands are tightening. This is a good sign or a good thing. Why does it keep doing this? There's something really goofy with my trading view today, guys. I don't know what that is, but every time I hit undo, it's like bringing me to a different page. It's odd. Let me get back here. Bands are tightening when Bollinger Bands tighten. So the standard deviation, remember, the blue bands are just one standard deviation up and down. When they start to pinch, when they get closer, it suggests that volatility or a big move is coming. So here we have a move up, just like we had into the ETF, a move up. Touch of the bottom of the band. We didn't quite get there, but we did spend some time underneath. The bands tightened and we made our next leg up. This is what we would be looking for our next leg up as well. These bands tightening don't have a bias, though. They don't say bullish or bearish. And the fact that we're under the 20 for the 3-day is leaning towards the bear side. So the bear orgy continues here, going down to the 2. We have a really similar setup that is not great. The 2-day as well reached to the middle of the band after testing the bottom of the band. And at the moment, looks like it's rejecting, doesn't it? Another really similar setup. It's eerie. Look at this. You have the 2 top wicks into the middle band and then that red candle. Boom. On the 2-day, on the 3-day. Let's go down one more time. Right there, remember, 61.2. That was a 3-day open gap. It's also a 2-day open gap. Going down to the 1. Here's where things get super sketchy. I'm going to turn off the acid candles quick. Boom. Here's where things get really sketchy. The 1-day also doing the exact same price action as the 2 and 3-day on the Bollinger Bands. This is why I want to show it to you guys today. Probably spent more time on it than I wanted to, but here we are again. We don't have the open gap. This is the kind of crappy part of that 2-3-day combo. We already filled this. The daily returning to 61.2 isn't doom, but it's not great. It's not a good look. If we didn't have this wick, it would be much more in alignment with the price action we would expect. But here we are. We've got longer time frames looking up. We're on top of our 20 and we're looking to bounce, hopefully fingers crossed, but these lower time frames are not sold. They're not convinced that we're moving back up soon. So this brings us actually to yesterday's TA. Let me pull this up. Yesterday's TAs, here we are. Coming in full circle, then we're getting to the memes. Don't worry, guys, we're getting to the memes. Going down, going down. Here we are. So we placed 2 trades yesterday. Dose trades. Wait, let's see that. Why? Why trading view? You've never operated like this. You're being a bit of a dig. All right. We placed 2, a little scalp long because it looked, I thought, to break out at least a little higher. Did not play out. We do take in general a 3-to-1 risk to reward. So whenever you see a loss on a trade, we just need 1 to break even every 3. But we had a better trade down here, 64.9. This was the real trade. I think I called it. In general on this channel, we always wait for our entries. We don't like market orders. We like limit orders. We like to wait like a hunter and let the market come to us. And this is another example of that happening. Didn't really look like it was going to fill yesterday, but over the last few hours in force, we have seen Bitcoin's price move down and fill 64,952. And here it is. So there it is. I decided to take this trade. Wish me luck, fam. I don't know. Wrecked or ride? What do you think? There it is. Literally at the open price right now. 62.8 got the stop set. I didn't set the take profit, so let's do that. 71.2. Left a little homework. It's not a huge trade. Wait. Okay, it has that. 71.280. Boom. Not a huge trade. I haven't been making lots of trades lately. There we go. TP set, trade, engaged. I haven't been taking a lot of trades. I don't really think, I mean, unless you love chop, unless you're a chop trader, go for it. This isn't my style. Remember, it is okay to wait for trades. In fact, we preach that all the time. It's not sexy. It's not exciting, but the best trades are waited for. They are planned in advance and they're executed in the future. Patience is such a valuable skill in trading. If you don't have patience, it's gonna be a rough time, guys. It's gonna be a rough time trading. I think that this trade still plays out. Put my money where my mouth is. I'm okay either way. I'm not risking more than 1% of my capital. So if I lose this, it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go down to really low time frames. Let's see, 1 minute. What do we got going on here? What do we got? A little bit of goodies. A little bit of goodies. Market Cipher B giving us some decent 1 minute money flow. 5 minutes still looking a little crappy. Wow, lower highs in RSI. Not loving this. I want to see RSI high. I do not want to see our RSI, even on low time frames. I do not want to see it under overbought and hanging out, let's say under the 50 line. Not what I want to see. This looks like a short term. This looks like we can get a short term retracement. Let's see what our local fib is. And back to 66K. Do this. It's going to need a lot more follow through. I'm going to take this off the 5 minutes so we can actually see it. There we go. It's not 5. Yeah, this looks good. Intraday bounce looking for 66, probably a high of 66, low of 65.7. I'm a weatherman. A high of 66 and a low of 65.7. It's going to be a sunny day, but there'll probably be like fire tornadoes, so don't go outside. Don't do it. You go outside, you're going to get fire tornadoed. You're going to have a bad time. Looks good. All right. I'm pretty good on the Bitcoin analysis. 30 minutes still rough, man. 45 giving us a nice little signal. Yeah. Yeah. 66K. Let's go. Bring it today. 66K. That's beautiful. Got my alert. Let's get the alert on. We're going to look at some memes. Gotta look at some memes. You guys want a meme? We're about to hop into the memes. We've got all kinds of GBS coins to look at for your viewing satisfaction. What you could do for me, please. You guys have been doing a great job. Subscribe, smash the likes, tap the screen, whatever it is. Jump in our Discord. Link is in the video description. Sign up with any of our partners. in the video description below and get our VIP exclusive access to our trading rooms in Discord. Doesn't cost you a thing. You can sign up with LuxAlgo, our sponsor. They have a 30-day risk-free trial. Use my link. They make the best stuff. You got no risk, nothing to lose. Check it out. As well as our new sponsor coming in, MetaSignals. MetaSignals.io with Sir Eric Crown and 𝐂𝐻BARBONK. It's a great algorithmic trading signal generator. It's great stuff. I've been looking into it, watching it more. I'm going to be bringing you guys some examples to like live show you in the future, but I haven't gotten there yet this week. We'll get there. MetaSignals links in the video description. So let's move on. What do we want to look at first? Just hold on to the RWA alts. What are the RWA alts, JS? Trevor Edmonds wants to look at Link. You're down on ChainLink? We haven't looked at Link in a while. We can look at Link. Ooh, I made a new scene. Check this out. Ready? Is this the right one? Hold up. Nope. Nope. No. There it is. I'm silly. Let's see if this works. Is this gonna work? Refresh. Let's see. Type messages in the chat. They're supposed to show up. I set this thing up. I don't know if it's gonna work though. It's supposed to be like a little screen. There it is. Oh, it's coming from the bottom though. There it is. Hey, now I can see your chats. It's not working on the vertical stream. All right, we'll go back to the other screen. That was worth a try. I'll get that hammered out. Crypto anime. In the meantime, check out Sphinx Labs. What's that? What is Sphinx Labs? Tell me about it. Janix, love Eric Crown, Crypto Zombie. Me too, man. Yeah, guys should definitely subscribe to them. OGs in this space. One of the few channels doing charts and stuff before we were. They've been on YouTube forever, man. Not working. I don't know. Look at Toby, the Toad God, Randy. Dumpy or Pumpy? I think we get a little intraday Pumpy. We'll see what happens there. I'm looking for 66. Velo, Adam. We've had no two people have said the same chart. If two people say the same chart, we'll look at it. Which one? You think it's gonna moon? Good for you. All in one DeFi platform. Amazing one. Don't snooze on this. What is? What's up, Brennan? Cardano. Nerds don't win? Nerds always win, man. ABT. Monica wants to look at ABT. What is ABT? NPC. M2SLBTC. Okay. FBTC. We haven't had two people. Not even two. There we go. Two people said Link. We'll pull Link up. I was just waiting for more than one human or robot to want to see the same chart. Let's take a look at Link. Oof. Some of these charts, man. Oof. Yikes. Stopped out. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Link, you were doing so good. What happened to you, buddy? Link hitting the lower low here. Not ideal. Higher high into lower low. Use our fib tool. 618.5 retrace about 16. Here's what I don't love about Link right now. And this doesn't mean that Link will be screwed or something. But here's what I don't like about the short-term price action that I want to see resolve before I'd look for another long on Link. Link had an area of what was accumulation. Made a move up. Looking back now in hindsight, distribution. Here's what I don't love. You broke lower. Where the daily is at right now is just back into that area that was accumulation. So build support, test support, break it. Now you're back here. That support's become resistance. Many charts have blasted through big resistances over the last few months, but in this moment, looking at Link, I don't love that. I don't love that it's moved back into the zone of resistance and now has had a day of red closed. Current day is red. Of course, this could just pop off everything be fine. But this is what I would be looking at right now. I would be very cautious with a long on Link at this second. I'd honestly feel better about it higher, which I rarely say about charts. We like low prices to long and high prices to short, not the other way around. Link didn't make it back to 1155. That's okay. It's kind of gnarly. Link needs to close this month higher, man. Above 17 would be a great close for Link. It'd still be droopy. It would still be threatening. But that's not a great short-term setup. Look at this weekly sell-off and then little bull flex right back to that resistance. 15 bucks, man. If I wanted too long, I would at least wait for like 14. Maybe the weekly open, but I think that's still early. 1150 is likely the play that I would look for. All right, Link. Where you at on BTC? No! Link breaking the potential huge inverse head and shoulders against BTC. It's actually still okay right now. May 23rd's low against Bitcoin still being respected. We could see that play out. Link BTC. Interesting. Let's look at HBAR. I'm going to update you guys on HBAR. We looked at it yesterday. It was pumping in the stream, and I said, man, I wouldn't long it right now, but it does look very good. We said, like always, we wait for our entries. We want price to come to us. I said 10 cents. It does seem like it's inching back there. HBAR apparently had some news come out yesterday about BlackRock tokenizing something, which then I guess turned out wasn't true. You guys probably know better than me. This is why I don't follow the news in crypto, honestly. This is why I don't follow these day-to-day stories, because people will say, oh, but you trade the narrative. Oh, when this happens, then you go long or short. Sure, but 99% of the time, the news is just BS. Like, it's just not true, or it's just grossly mistranslated. I don't know. 10 cents, I think, is still a great entry for HBAR. It does seem to be coming down there. Our rally, man, I was looking for 18.7 to 20 cents, coming just shy, hit 18.2. Yikes. Hell of a run though, man. If you were in on this, it's a heck of a run. Even our crappy now entry from 10 cents earlier, looking not too bad. Not too bad. You can see our take profit right up here. Yeah, did not work. Close but no cigar. I'm gonna zoom out and see what kind of HBAR shenanigans we have on the monthly. We did see this yesterday, this beautiful back test, or let's say fill of a monthly gap. Order block filled, closing above 11.5 for HBAR. This month will be a beautiful close. I definitely prefer to see this close green, and clearly the higher the better. But that was a pretty big whipsaw. That cleared out a lot of positions, a lot of leverage, a lot of order books. I would not be surprised to see HBAR get very volatile into the end of the week, well, into the end of the month and even into May. On the weekly close, looking for 12.5 cents here. Closing back below 12.5 cents on the week is going to leave this with a nasty top wick and a close below resistance. That is not great. This looks great, though. I don't really want to bet against HBAR. This looks great. Wonder if it can actually see 17 cents again by the end of the week. Last thing here. Let me get the fib out. There we go. Yes, beautiful. Wow. Charts, dude. Aren't they just wild? Like, just amazing. Like this, I don't even know what the word is, like how they can be so, I don't know, synced up with numbers. Check this out. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe I should stop stuttering and just say it. Looking at your low to your high here. Before we had this high in place, we were looking for 10 cents. Now that we have the high, our 618, our golden Fibonacci retracement level, sits exactly at 10 cents. For me, that's enough confluence that I think there's a hefty trade to be made if it hits there. Maybe just below 10 cents, 988, but I'd probably hit 10. Hit 10 for the round number. Beautiful. Let's see a super chat. We'll have to look at what Bonk, Floki, Pepe. We already did link, put link away. But let me see what's good first. I see Redonculus subscribed. What's up, man? Atish Shah, Sigma Max. What a Sigma Maxer. Pro Hack subscribed. There he is. Erickson Madulud, Vinay 1605, IMQ, Maiwand, Aaron, Sarmad, Weisla, Mimicello, Rhiannon subscribed 20 minutes ago. If you're still here, stay with us. Did you know our viewership is 98% male? We need more women. How do I get more women in this? More women equal more adoption. It's the only way to the moon. We need a pump and dump for a pump, but Litecoin. Oh my. Let me pull up. I don't think it's moved, man. Velo. Pull up Velo. Only thing I like about Litecoin right now is it did test the bottom of this channel against Bitcoin on the monthly. And it bounced a little bit. That's keeping me, I don't know, as bullish as I was before. Nice. Oh, this is the hourly. I thought it was a day. Let's go to the day. Oh, cool. Litecoin did put in a higher high this week. 87. Still very far from the drop, about $100. I think it's going to fill some of that. 94.67. Back to the 618 on Litecoin. Can do like this maybe. Speaking of Litecoin, I showed you guys I did take the trade from yesterday's stream. Here it is. Took the trade from yesterday's stream. But I also have another trade open, and that's Litecoin. And I'll pull it up again. One sec. There we go. See that? What the heck? There it is. Litecoin, I still have it open from $65. I probably should have closed this. Probably should just close it right now. But I'm not going to because, oh man, I'm getting that trading greed. Litecoin's going to blast off at some point. If I have this open, when it does, oh man. I put the take profit on this at 420, I think, at the all-time high. Check this. It's not good. It's being a dick. But I still got it open. Stops at like 68. I think that it's more likely to hit the take profit than it is the stop at this point. I was surprised that Litecoin broke 72. Not great either. That is technically a lower low. Still see 94 in its cards, even if it rejects. Litecoin, you're my favorite. Next to Bitcoin. And equally to Doge and Monero and all the other proof of work coins that I love. That actually looks pretty good on the week. You can see a Litecoin pulling back to 79.82 before making that move to 94. That's looking like a pretty clean trade. I think there's a trade opportunity there. There you go. There's your Litecoin. My baby Litecoin. Whenever you're ready, Litecoin, I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll still have you. I'll be holding you. Be holding your hand. 200 R's. What are R's? Thank you for the 23 cents, Mr. Money BTC. You love me. I miss you. Why do you miss me? I'm always here. Thanks for the emails that you send. I don't know what you're talking about. Am I sending you emails, Mr. Money BTC? If someone's sending you emails saying it's me, it's almost certainly a scammer. Appreciate you, my friend. REVEST wrapped Ether, says 𝐂𝐈𝐆𝐍. It's financial NFT, quite cool. Can take a look at that. Paul Games looking for ADA. That's his first super chat. We should probably do that first. I'll pull up ADA, but I'll pull up that one too for you, man. ADA has been looking grim. I hope it's looking a little better. Paul Gomes, REVEST wrapped Ether. REVEST. What's the ticker? You guys got to give tickers. It makes it much easier. Let me see if I can find it. REVEST wrapped Ether. It's not going to be easy. All right, I'll pull that one up for you too. Let's look at ADA. ADA was very brutal when we looked at it last. It's not really, it hasn't really moved since we looked at it. But what I don't hate is it did not continue to sell off below 39 cents. Losing 39 cents for ADA, you have a big old gap below you. I would argue all the way down to 25 cents. As crappy as that low was, yes, it's a lower low. This was looking really beautiful here with this back test and a move to $1. Broke a lot of that, but holding 39 cents, man, that's clutch. 6 days left in April. Ideally, I'd like to see it close above 50 cents. But at the moment with 39 holding, here's what we have. We have resistance. We sold off. Found some kind of low. Bulls came in, pushed price up. Bears rejected 39.9. Sent us to the bear market low, higher low. We broke through that resistance, came back to test it. That is the picture we have here now. As long as that holds, things are looking decent enough. It's in position that it can recover from that. But that is a nice SR flip if it holds. But you have to see ADA not only move above 50 cents, but you have to see it regain or go back for those highs, 82 cents of last month. It's got to pick up the gas. The thing I would not like to see, other than 33 cents breaking, is maybe a weak close below 50 on this month. And then let's say a few months of like sideways under 60. I think that's how you end up moving back down there. So at the moment for the month, ADA is okay. Do not want to see it trade any lower. We are now back to last week's open at 46 cents. There might be some kind of scalp play. See this. Some kind of scalp for Cardano. Here we go. Clear daily resistance broken. Maybe coming on back. That's 46.8 cents. I might even take that trade. Let me see though. See how the RRs look. 2.5. Yeah, that's doable. Fib out. I like it. Like it. Remember, none of this is financial advice, guys. I'm just going through my analysis, showing how I might approach trades. Please don't blindly copy my trades. I get things wrong. I'm not right all the time. And how you manage risk is going to be a big part of how you take any of these trades, period. And I can't guarantee that if you're just blindly copying them. Not great. Yeah, so not super great ADA, but I do see the potential return to like 60 cents. And that's what we're going to be praying for this monthly close, man. Something like that. Alert set and let's go. Is this REVEST? What was it? Is it Litecoin gonna go up, says Pojin. I like this crowd, man. What's up, Diamond Egg? You put $3,000 into JTO. Do I think it'll go up again? Cheetos. I don't know. I haven't looked at that chart in a long time. Might be worth looking at. Hopefully this is the ticker. I don't know. Is this the ticker you're looking for? You just said REVEST. This is REVEST. What's up, Conan Jeffrey Stovall? 𝐂𝐈𝐆𝐍 REVEST wrapped ether. I'm gonna guess this is it. Gonna guess this is it. That's it. Crow, you want to see Crow? Tahir wants to see Bitcoin. Always want to see Bitcoin, my friend. There you go. Nothing moved. Let's take a look at this REVEST ether. This is kind of interesting. I'm glad we have some amount of history for REVEST. What's weird to me though is this coin's been trading since September of 21, yet I don't think it's on an exchange. What's up with that? This is kind of cool in the month. Quad 07412. You have monthly distribution, monthly resistance before you dropped. You broke through it, and by the hair on its chin, closed at it or just below it last month, or opened, closed up here, tested it this month. Interesting. There's definitely an RR play here. Using this maybe. Could see like this. See how this looks when we go down the time frame. Going to the week from the month here. Yikes, that's kind of ugly. Nope. This is the way I would play it. One again. Done. It's not. Okay. There we go. Something like that. I like this weekly open down here, 0054. I always feel comfortable on those nice psychological 5s, 0 numbers. Stop below the low, looking for some kind of retracement that you're gonna imply here. Yep, 618. I like it. That's probably how I'd approach it. I don't know if this is. There's definitely a trade like right at price right now, but still. Be patient. Let's be patient. Put an alert on this. I don't think I've ever looked at REVEST. Thank you for that. Doves. What is ARS? Argentinian pesos. Mr. Money, I don't know. I don't think I emailed you, dude. I don't think you. I really don't. Thank you for the $5. But like you said, I sent you an email February 13th, 2024. The headline is Hello Tom. Why would I send an email that says Hello Tom? Or did you say Hello Tom? This is you. Want more than 23 cents? Here you go. Please don't tell my name. Oh. I mean, it's possible I emailed you if you aren't Mr. Money BTC, but I don't know who that would be. I appreciate you either way, man. Love what you do. You'll be in touch when the time is right. I believe in it, man. I believe in it. I believe you. What's up, iCrow? Create a coin called Cheetah. Why? What's up, Samir? What do I think about Bitcoin? I think Bitcoin's going to bounce today. Tom is getting trolled. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. It's okay. When you're live streaming, a little bit of trolling, it's to be expected. It's healthy. It's healthy. I want to look at Bonk and the meme coins here because that's in the title. Bonk put on some ground since yesterday with a nice candle close at 22%. Today now 3% up. The wick high of today, a little concerning for a very short-term move. Reached up exactly to the 618 and a little bit of wicking down. Zoom in. 12 hour. Yep. Clear reaction to the 618. Luckily, that trade's back in profit, baby. Clear reaction. Scooping momentum. Maybe a retest of our entry, 2285. See this. Kind of like flat here. Bonk. These meme coins, dude. RSI is up, held up, staying up. That's good. Money flow on the hour, a little weak. Since we do have some kind of reaction to the resistance or to the 618 retracement, let's see where our fib tool gets us. Nothing. I kind of think that Bonk's gonna have a little more pullback, probably back to the entry there. Not a lot of update on Bonk. Bonk sold off so hard. That's the problem. Sold off so hard from that all-time high. 75%. Bonk went down 75% between March 4th and April 8th. So 1 month. Ended days and change. 75%. Now from that low, even at current price up 114%, as high as 134. This is like how these coins go, man. This is how they go. You get big upsides, but you get big downsides. And the problem is, most of them, if not all of them, at some point stop making the big upsides. So you get trapped in the big downsides. You don't want to be that. Good news, though I don't see it necessarily breaking out right now today, is Bonk did hit an all-time high. And unlike many of the charts we've looked at today, it did not break its range lows. It did not come down and paint a lower low. To me, that suggests you have a better chance of coming back up at least to those range highs. 3755, probably a good target for Bonk. Bonkin', man. Here's what I'm watching. Here's what everyone should be watching. Actually, this looks much better. If I had seen this, my analysis might be different. Monthly order block, all-time high this month, sold off with the rest of the market, tested into that order block, found support that's visible by this bottom wick. If Bonk does close April above 2833, it may have a lot more upside. It may have a lot more gain. All the way up here, wow. If that freaking monthly candle turns into a hammer, there's a lot of charts like this too. It's not just Bonk. There are many charts that with tiny moves to the upside into April's close will paint beautiful monthly bullish hammers, and it will very likely flip what we're seeing, the panic, the worry, the anxiety, into euphoria again, just like that. Like it could happen in a 24-hour time period. We're at the end of the month, or we're getting there. The closer it is to that monthly rolling over, the more spicy it is. This is actually more interesting than I expected. Richard Shelton, what a name. Hey, new coin with lots of potential, says Richard Shelton. De.Fi has 96 out of 100. This is a whole 96 out of 100. Dang, that's a good score. Your thoughts and analysis. Well, Richard, I would love to look at it for you, but is the ticker D.Fi? Because I don't think tickers have periods. What's the ticker? Is it just DeFi? Is it this? Is this it, Richard? Grasshopper Plus. What are your pronouns? Asks Grasshopper Plus. Greatest trader alive, and I'll take the GOAT. Those are my pronouns. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. George wouldn't sell Bitcoin at a -1 million. Why would you sell Bitcoin at -1 million? Yeah, give people money. George turned into a S-Coin degen. How so? Which way? Green Thanos. What do you guys think of Crypto RS guy named George? He looks like bald, no beard Bobby Lee. Whoa, buddy. George is a nice dude. I guess he has been S-coining a little bit more. It started with the 𝐂𝐶. I think that's where he started his degeneracy in the 𝐂𝐶. I like George. In all honesty, I don't watch his content. I don't watch anyone's content, really. But I like George as a person. For the size of his channel, he does less shilling than many places. See that weekly. Look at that little shooting star weekly on De.Fi USDT. Last week closed, moved back up to like your only like relative price point. Let's see. 20-cent resistance. This looks like this is not an interesting chart, but I'm into it. I'm into it. Let's go. 618 up here. Like that. Myro. He's been chilling Costco hot dog. Oh Lord, guys. You know, that's the value of this channel. I don't know. We're not the biggest. I don't know what we are, but we are certainly the most trustworthy channel on crypto, on YouTube, maybe anywhere. My ethics, my morals. I'm not for sale, guys. Not for sale. I'll just give it to you how I see it, best I can. But I'm not going to shill you guys some crap coins because I bought it or want to pump it, or I don't know, man. That's just not the way. It's never going to happen here. Been offered a lot of money. I've turned down a lot of money not to do that. Yeah, this coin does not look that great, my friend. I appreciate your super chat. I appreciate you asking about it. I don't see anything super great about this. Kind of, you might be able to find a long to just like knife it. Maybe something like this. Honestly, I wouldn't even do that. I don't like this. I don't like this rejection. I don't like that. This is where all your resistance is. All of your trapped buy orders. Rejecting off of it. You do have an open daily gap down there. You might even have a horizontal. Probably say a horizontal here. But I'll take this order block instead. 12 cents. Like maybe I'd be looking there if it ends up there. Pretty clear stop loss below 10 cents and retarget 20. I think you can still get a good risk to reward that way. Let's find out. Under 10. 3.8. I'll just leave it as a 2. I'll leave it as a 2 like that. That's the best I can think of for you right now, man. This is not a chart I've looked at before. That's all I have to say. Let's look at Pepe. We're gonna look at another one of the memes, and I'll take another request or two. Speedy. When's Speedy? Wish to Speedy. Just kept saying Speedy. Richard. We don't need to time Richard out. How long before some of those tokens get taken off exchanges and networks for copyright infringement? Costco hot dog, really? DJ, right? The problem is if it's just on like a DEX, if it's just on like Radium or whatever for Solana, how are they going to take it down? If exchanges list them and trade them, that's a different question. Pepe actually looks pretty great. I think I said that yesterday as well. I'm certainly no meme coin fan, though I have cashed in on many of them, Pepe included. Still have some of my original Pepe. This looks pretty good. Previous all-time high, bear market. Break previous all-time high. Price discovery. What do? You come on down for that beautiful previous all-time high entry. Flipped resistance to support. This is where I'm looking for Pepe, looking very likely. Currently at 0.74, looking for 8.8. Weekly resistance above you. There is going to be resistance there, don't be fooled. But I love that play. I love the previous all-time high long play. I'm surprised there's no position there. There is a position there. Of course there is. Gorgeous. Kind of the only issue I'm seeing on Pepe at the moment, you do have a descending trend line, descending high trend. Yesterday, you did close above it. That's amazing. Amazing. Today could be kind of tickling that back test before moving higher, but a close back below that trend line is going to be a pretty clear rejection for me. At the moment, it's good. The moment it's above it, and in fact, you'd say on the 12-hour, it perfectly tested it. That could be very bullish. Could be very bully. See what that looks like upside down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this. If this was price action, would you be bearish? I'd be bearish. Chart's upside down, boys. Boom. All right. I think that's looking good. 106,270 subscribers. We've gotten over 100 and something, almost 200 today. There's still time for you to join. All you have to do is click that button. It's a quarterly. Man. If Pepe gets that 8.8, if it gets back above 8.8, it's maybe similar to what we were just looking at with Bonk. You have this gnarly, ugly, like no one could look at it and say, oh, it's bullish candle on the month. You have 6 days to go, and look at Bonk, dude. Comes down, tests the monthly order block. Buyers come in, sends it back to the monthly open. Pepe starting to look that way as well. Starting to look that way as well. The closer to the monthly close that we see that run up, if it can flip green, man, that's going to be a crazy bullish signal. Crazy. Watch Pepe's close today. If it closes down, let's say under 7.2, probably coming back down to these range lows. And the issue there is you start to get maybe something like this, right? We don't want to see that pain out. Keep an eye on the Pepsters. Bitcoin not moving in typical stream fashion. Right on. Letting my long cook in the sun. I appreciate you, market makers out there. Appreciate you. That long now, $25 in the red. Goodbye, steaks. Hello, ramen. I'll be eating ramen the rest of the week. At $25, man. They're going to give back. Your pronouns are he and ha. That's a great answer, man. Ace, I like that. Floki. We looked at Flokst. No, we didn't look at Flokst. We'll look at the Floksters. Pulling up Floki because it's in the title, and then we're going to take a request from someone. Floki broke all-time high. It's beautiful chart stuff here, though. Using our fib tool, we were able to snipe this high. Check this out. This is what I talk about when I say the extensions are great profit-taking targets. This is why. When we have an all-time high and then we have a bear market low, we connect them with our fib tool. That's what we did here. That fib tool then creates our 1618 and our 2 Fibonacci extensions. Look at these. Whenever we have this setup, an all-time high, a low, and then a break of that all-time high, we got that here. We can use this tool and we can say at the 1618 and at the 2 measured move, these are great places to look to take profit. They don't always nail the top or something like it did here, but in hindsight, they'll almost always be really solid places to have locked in some profit. I highly recommend you do this with any kind of moon bag, any kind of moon kind of gambly coin you got. You would have nailed the top here within 1%. Maybe less. You would have taken some profit at the 1618. Price did go lower, but you would have nailed that top. Always the fib tool, man. But let's see. Floki has not come back to its previous all-time high like we just looked at on Pepe. So we don't have that gorgeous, easy, dead, no thought entry. Floki also under a descending trend line here, and this time it did not close above it. Yesterday closed below after trading above it intraday. Today also underneath that trend line. Kind of in a little danger there. I'd like to see Floki close a little bit higher in today's candle, and then we can move back to, I think this is like a weekly 248, about 32% up from here. For some reason, I just don't feel this. It's not as bully. We got stopped out on this womp. Not feeling as much bullishness here. Maybe it's because it's below the trend line. Maybe it's because they hit this lower low. Not sure. But I don't get the bully vibes quite like I do with the Pepe on the shorter term. Wonder if you have div there. I don't care. Man, how long have we been live? It's 2. I really have to go to the bathroom. I drank too much water. I'm gonna keep drinking water. It's a bad choice. Bitcoin not moved. All right, we did our memes. What else? Jasmy. Too many peeps. Not enough peeps. Flocka Rama Ding Dong. Correct. What stock? Litecoin stock. Dixie Daily is a tick up today. I'll look at dollar. Dollar still down. Losing that momentum. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I think she comes back to 104.9. Let's call it 105. Hold support there, and you're looking for higher highs into the end of the year, but praying that does not happen. Praying, hoping, wishing that does not happen. Excellent connection. Nice. Still got a lot of viewers. Hell yeah, fam. Good show already. Good show. If you guys haven't checked out our free educational trading playlist on YouTube, you should do that after the live. I have a new video that we're going to publish tomorrow for that list. It's going to be on trend lines. It's going to be a goodie. Gonna be a goodie. Invest in yourself. Check out our playlist. Let me see. High quality videos, great topics. They're quick. They're to the point. You're going to enjoy them. They're all free. No paywalls here. It's all free, bro. Don't you worry. You know what? I'm just going to go to the bathroom quick. Don't go anywhere. Don't move. Don't leave. The stream's not over. But if I go to the bathroom, the stream's going to be over. So give me 2 secs. It's not going to be long. I have an idea. I'll leave you with something to listen to. God, I gotta pee. Holy smokers. Let's get the churn, pal. Be right back. 30 seconds. Don't move.
Gotta follow the data. Ain't no time to air. Watch him speak now with that Tom Crown flair. Yeah, chairman, he's the captain of the crew. Navigating through the markets, knowing what to do. Federal reserves in control, making moves. Keeping that money flowing so the economy can groove. Share power, making paper every hour. Share power, he got that money power. Data on his side, watch him rise and devour. Yeah, he's the chairman of the board, making moves that empower. Share power, money machine going bird. Chairman Powell, he ain't playing this blur. Gotta follow the data, ain't no time to air. Watch him speak now with that Tom Crown flair. Yeah, chairman, he's the captain of the crew. Navigating through the markets, knowing what to do. Federal reserves in control, making moves. Keeping that money flowing so the economy can groove. Share power, making paper every hour. Share power, he got that money power. Data on his side, watch him rise and devour. Yeah, he's the chairman of the board, making moves that empower. Share power, money machine going bird. Chairman Powell.
See, that was quick. You got 2 German pals out there. By the way, I do know who Mr. Money BTC is. I spoke too soon. That pain. Ooh, keeping that money flowing. Something, I don't know. Chirp How. I love those songs. Yeah. I do know who Mr. Money BTC is. Can we do Ponk? Sure, bro. Anything for Mr. Money BTC. Thought I was being trolled. Thought I was like, what do you mean I'm messaging you? What do you mean? By the way, guys, in general, if you're not Mr. Money BTC, I have not emailed you. I have not emailed you in that case. If you get any messages claiming to be from me, 99% chance it's a scam. What you should do if you don't believe it's a scam right away is join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown, and simply message me or at me in my own Discord. That way I can confirm for you that it is not me messaging you. And it's not like, oh, this could happen. If you follow me on Twitter, which you should, twitter.com/TomCrownCrypto, you will get followed by fake Tom Crowns. There's unfortunately nothing I can do about it. So apparently the answer I get from Twitter, there's just jack they'll do about it. Is what it is. But I'm not going to message you. I'll talk to you in the Discord, but I'm not going to message you for the most part because there's too many scammers and it's just not worth it. Looking at Ponk. I remember the first time we looked at this Punky, I don't know. Someone asked to look at it like back here in January. It did go to a new all-time high, but it fell down. It does seem to be respecting this upward ascending trend. Here's something I don't love is this ends up looking like an ascending triangle, doesn't it? Looks like something that eventually will break to the downside if it doesn't get out of this pattern. At the moment, it has done what it has done 3 times now. Moved to the top of this channel and started to move back down. There may be an entry at 7.6 cents, something like this, bottom of this channel, looking to play that back to the top of the channel. I think that's a pretty responsible way to do that. Stop loss, targeting April's lows, just under 5 cents. That seems clutch. And then what do? Go for a slightly higher high or the 1618. Either way, you can get a good risk to reward. If you want to play it more conservatively, probably something like this. Still get like a 2.5 back to 14, 13, 6 cents. Could see that playing out. What you want to see, if I don't know, you love this coin, what you want to see is this pattern break. You don't want to keep getting these lows back to the range high. You want to get a higher low, which could be at that 7 cents. Probably 10 cents would be better. Some kind of higher low that breaks the top of the channel, then comes back down to it and moves higher. You need to see an escape from this pattern because ascending triangles, what we're seeing right here, more often than not, break to the downside. They're not a super bullish pattern. It looks something like that. So I want to see Ponk escape this, break its high trend, probably reach up to the 1618 area. That's 28.3 cents. I think the entry could be down at 7.6. And I'm going to set an alert, actually. I remember I bought some of this back here, like $100 or something, and just watched it nuke. I'm up a little bit now, kind of. We'll see how that looks in, I don't know, any amount of time. Let me like these super chats. Did I miss any super chats, by the way? Did the Ponk? What's up, Train Simulation? Wolfman Howl. There he is. What's up, Wolfman? Wolfman, you're on the mobile stream. If the stream's very skinny, you're on the mobile stream. You can join us over on the main stream. We have over 1,000 live viewers. You can join the fam. But for Wolfman, I can look at cake. Cake. In yesterday's stream, I was talking about the price of butter and cocoa and my concern for the price of cake going up this year. Let's see if the cake chart agrees. This never filled. Tears. Okay. Cake keeping that low. Could be worse. You have other charts like Cardano that have come down here. At least cake has held on to 250. Tested $5, back to 250, 50% down. Wow, 50% down. 390. Get this month quick. Wow. Cool. Harsh rejection from $5, but that could have been expected. Cake's majority of its resistance here is gonna be at $5. When $5 is broken, you have a pretty clear line to 685. Now this sell-off is ugly, and I want to see.
Are ruining the crypto space.
Josh with a $10 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Josh thinks meme coins and their traders are ruining the crypto space. Josh is very excitable. He's a very excitable guy. I love you, bro. Appreciate you. Cake. Want to see cake close April above $3. Let's invalidate that bearish engulf on the month. But here's what I do like. Open fair value gap. It was not filled last month before moving to 5. Came down, filled the body of that monthly candle from February at 250. A close above 3 for me is going to be a signal that it's looking to move back to that resistance at just about $5, maybe 476 to cut it early. considering we're under, I'd almost feel better actually waiting for this monthly to close above 3 and taking it. But let's see what this looks like zoomed in. For now, 3 is resistance. I like this climb with the wicks, kind of filling in gaps as you move up. I like that. Maybe 260. What's up? Black Mondays 91. What's up, bro? Good to have you, fam. Good to have you. Triple top on cake day. But you are back to a daily order block. You have support here. Something like this. Getting real scalpy, just looking to take a position back to that triple touch at $3. You can still get something here. From current price with a stop just below today's low, back with a take profit at 3, you can still get a 3-to-1. I don't think that's a great trade. Honestly, I don't like that trade. I think there's a better trade to be made. Let's see what this looks like. Targeting 476. We can get an 8-to-1, so let's give our stop loss a little bit more. Can do like this. This would be definitely a spot play versus like a perp play. But I could see cake being played this way. The stop could be much tighter in this scenario. Kind of my logic or thesis here. Yep, this trend line actually wants to be a little lower, doesn't it? Almost no matter how you cut this. No matter how you cut this, there's some kind of ascending trend here. Does it actually look like, snap it. Yikes. Triple top right at this. Maybe long is the wrong direction. Maybe long is the wrong direction. Basically, though, any long position taken on cake is going to be playing off of this higher low, the series of higher lows, right? That's why I said this stop could be moved up a lot. Basically, trading below 240 is going to take this out of trend. That might mean we want to look for a short up here. Yeah, you can get a nice 5-to-1 on the other side of that. I feel inclined to lean to the short due to that trend line. 3 touches on the day to $3. Rejection, you have a lower low on smaller time frames there. Yes. This did not fill because I just placed it. Scalpy. This would be the ideal. See how that plays out. All right, cake in your face. 106,300 subscribers. We're 200 strong for the stream. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see, did I miss anything? Wolfman Howl, wanted to look at cake, got it. Ooh. Stream's getting weird. 𝐂𝐈 earlier said, thank you, RVST is worth a deeper look. Appreciate you, dude. Crypto space. What do you think we should do? Been live like an hour and a half. It is Wednesday. Bitcoin is not moving. This is what we were looking for. If you missed the beginning of the episode, you can go back, watch this analysis. Actually, really good stuff in the beginning. We've looked at HBAR, we've looked at Floki. We've looked at Bonk. A lot of these monthlies, man. The end of April is going to be spicy. Little Litecoin, zoomed out TA. Little ADA TA for the day. A Canadian. RVST. Sketchy. De.Fi. Ponky. Cake. Not bad. Not bad. If you're out there listening, we are live here almost every day. I'm going to be putting out a new free educational trading video of the highest quality tomorrow. Keep your notifications turned on. Double check them. A lot of people have been complaining that YouTube has unsubscribed or unnotified from the channel. Take a second to double check. Make sure it hasn't done that to you. When you get this alert tomorrow, enjoy the banger video. Here's a little tease. Ooh, how to avoid false breakouts. How to trade trend lines. This isn't Forex, but it's not. I'm just going for the SEO there. This is going to be a banger. You're going to like it. Covering some of the basics, but some of the most important stuff. That'll be live tomorrow. I think 10 a.m. East I'll schedule it for. Nice. Now the subscribers are rolling in. Something was weird yesterday with the streams. We had the lowest views and subscribers of like any day, any stream. I think we fixed it. ETH. We'll look at Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum here. I've been not paying as much attention to Ethereum as I should. Kind of just waiting for it to prove itself. ETH-BTC is just, come on, dude. Come on, bro. ETH-BTC lower low. Man, it was starting to look potentially so good there at 0.535. This month, bringing it to a lower low, continuing what is now very apparently a descending parallel channel of some kind. Doesn't really matter how you draw it. Bad news and good news. Well, the bad news is ETH-BTC doesn't really have support until very far down. Like 0.3 against Bitcoin, I'll probably buy Ethereum. 0.3 against Bitcoin, you might be able to say, all right, 0.4, something like that. Either way, you've broken last year's low. You now did for the last 6 months what looks like distribution. ETH-BTC does look like it has another leg down. Of course, anything can happen. It could fly up from here randomly, but that's so knifey. Like you're definitely just catching a knife trying to get that play in. Now Ethereum chart is frozen. There we go. And I'm not liking that, man. We had some kind of reversal painting, but it failed. Bled out. 2 weeks ago, it back tested one of its range lows, went lower. Now you have 2 weeks of these little green candles. It just looks like it's doing this. A weak Ethereum Bitcoin is a bullish Bitcoin dominance, but isn't the best for Ethereum against the dollar. So let's take a look at that. Ethereum below a local high trend. Looking down here, 2,580, 2,689. Good news though, if the price of Ethereum is down, that means the Meta Signals lifetime membership is cheaper because you have to mint it on Ethereum. They have USD options coming soon, but I think next week. That rejection, man, the loss of 3,400, the rejection in early April, and now basically stuck back in what was our previous resistance zone. Not a great look. We get that from over here in history from Ethereum. After its all-time high and its fall into the bear market, this zone was basically all we looked at on the way up. Blasted through it. If Ethereum does continue to sell off, I have to see it bounce like 2,700, 2,690. If it doesn't catch at the bottom, I think I could see this. If it doesn't catch here, things can look bad. Back to the trend line. At the moment, that trend line low, the low trend is at like 2,000. That would be a 30% drop, which would bring us where? On the Ethereum pair. Close to that 0.3 mark. Yikes. Silver lining, you are setting lower lows and lower highs, so you are slowly but surely painting Let's call it a descending triangle. So even if you start or continue to play this out, you are looking at a pattern that will resolve to the upside, says probability, but you don't know where. It could sink all the way down, like we said, to this like 2,000 mark and then move up. I don't have evidence. I don't have a reason to say it's going to happen. Just kind of plotting out my thoughts here. It's going to paint something that wants to break to the upside, but where it stops is anyone's guess. My guess is 2690, just under 2,700. That's where I'm hoping. I'll place an order. Here you go, 3-1, easy. There we go. There it is. Bitcoin's still not moving. Apparently you guys not moving either. Still plenty of viewers. I love it. Love to see the energy, or at least people awake. I don't know. Nobody was here yesterday. That's okay. That's all right. Woat of Tanks. Thanks for subscribing, bro. Klim Potter. A name in Russian, maybe. I can't pronounce. Sajan. Jordan Alexander. Ahmed. Gregory. Jack Harrison. I get that's from yesterday. These alerts are so weird. All right. Yeah. You know what? It's time. I got some voiceovers to do. We have a new video coming tomorrow, published. Double check. Make sure notifications are enabled. It's a good video. Check out the rest of them in the playlist. Join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Sign up with any partners in the video description below and get free VIP exclusive access to all of the secrets. You don't want to miss it. That's all, fam. Love you guys. I will catch you soon. That's a big old crown out for me.